Say, twin, here's another one. Every time we turn around, somebody dropping another senior skip day flyer like it's a concert tour. This one even says South Fulton presents. Baby, we ain't present nothing. There's a black woman behind this account. There's no way that or a very, very gay police officer. Second question was something. This is a true issue that I struggle with, and so I wanted your opinion because I think you guys have a varied, group of thoughts. I struggle with my own self-esteem and how people look at me, right? Like I think we might have talked about it before. I definitely think we've talked about it off camera. I get painted as a villain in a lot of places. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I really don't. So I have been really subscribing over the last year to the let them theory, like let them think whatever they want. Let me go be about my business, whatever. And then Marty is working behind the bar, and I was looking at the two of them, and I was like, is that his brother? Like, do they... You do look alike. Did you see that? Did you see what I saw?
He's a very handsome guy.
Yeah, I know. He just gave
I mean, I can objectively say a guy is handsome without being...
Especially if he looks like you, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right. I didn't say anything moved.
Shout out to Marty.
Nothing
Cheyenne. And if you think that he's ugly, I'm sorry.
I love it.
You're like, oh, not again.
You guys have had a lot of great guests on lately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I saw my nephew Steven was on here. I bet he was a riot.
He's your nephew?
No.
Oh.
But look at the similarities.
Do that to me.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
yeah,
fair
I'm
enough.
not a meth baby, but we were both
Steven's
raised
awesome.
around
Steven's
certain
awesome.
people while maintaining a certain complexion.
Yeah,
So
fair enough.
we find a lot in common. So he calls me auntie, I call him nephew.
No, I like that. No, Steven's cool. It's cool. We actually saw him just the other night. We went to the TCC and Proctor
Open mic Thursday.
open mic.
Oh.
So
I
he was
out
working
there.
too, but
He was working and he performed.
Came in, did a little
Yeah.
Did some jokes.
That's why a lot of comics work at Tacoma or at any comedy club because
Smart,
they get more time there.
exposure.
So I don't know every club, but like at Tacoma Comedy Club, if you work at the club, you automatically get. I think you automatically can get a set every single night if you show up to the mic.
That's cool.
So you don't have to draw on the bucket. You don't have to do any of
Just
that if you don't want to.
Denny's.
I don't know. The
Basically.
rules have changed recently, so maybe that's not it. But it used to be that.
Denny's.
So you're just in it. You're around the comedy, but I think what we've appreciated is the diversity of comics and perspectives and experience levels.
With your guests?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, people who have more time. Some people are 2 years into it.
Different age ranges.
And it's been real interesting, kind of learning and hearing their stories.
So you guys have had a lot of cool guests.
Yeah.
We also all went to a very cool thing last week. I don't know if you guys have talked about anything.
No, not so much. Not so much.
Has not come up in any of today's interviews.
Talk about it.
But yeah, no. So we went to we posted out of it. We went to all 5 tapings or shows of Nate Jackson's Super Funny Comedy Jam.
Yep.
Great experience. Great experience.
So what?
A lot of great comedians too.
Yeah.
Like, wide variety.
Yeah.
So I feel like and maybe I want to see what you feel because I'm sure you grew up with Def Comedy Jam, right?
Oh yeah, big time.
Yes.
Comic View. Yeah.
Yes. Did
I've
you
seen
watch? Okay. He was like, didn't know that many black people then, but I've watched the YouTube since then. So essentially, that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Like Def Comedy Jam was really big, and then Comic View on BET. Def Comedy Jam was on HBO? HBO, I guess.
Yeah.
And then so that just doesn't exist anymore. Platforms like that don't exist. So the one and only Tacoma's own Nate Jackson decided to tape, probably invest a lot of his own capital in having all of these amazing comments from all over the country. Some auditions, some were locals, some are his homies from way back, some were people he probably didn't really even know that well. In fact, I know that because I talked to some of them. And they all just did short sets, and they're all going to get put into episodes and put on YouTube. And I just went to watch.
Yeah.
So Steve Brown, that's the one that did the handstand.
Yeah.
He's an OG, right? He's been doing this 30 years. Steve and I are really close.
That's cool.
It was very sweet because I didn't really know who was coming. I didn't even look at the website. But I'm standing there with Andrew Rivers. We're just standing there against the wall because we wanted to see Brent and Jackie and whatever. And there was no seats left. We were sitting in seats, and then they were like, we need you out of those seats. So we're like, we're fine. We're sitting against the wall. And then Steve just like walks around and all of a sudden he's in front of me. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm so excited to see you. And he was like, why aren't you on this? And I'm like, well, I don't make these decisions, dude. Mm-hmm. But it felt so good that he was like, you deserve a spot on this. And I was like, I personally don't think I'm ready for that. But we'll, you know what I'm saying? If this is good, there will be more.
That's what I'm saying. This could be a catalyst.
This is the beginning of something really big. So it made me feel so good that somebody like Steve was just like, you should be on this show. I was like, that's really cool. Right. But I'm just happy to be here. Like for me, I saw comics that I watch online all the time. So like Paris Sachet, I wasn't even there that night. Yeah. I wasn't even there that night, but I met her on Tuesday night. So you saw Paris because you were there Tuesday.
I wasn't. I was only there
Thursday. Yeah. Okay. So Paris Sachet, I met her with Ryan Davis last year. They actually came to the nightclub I used to run.
Nice.
But then I follow her very closely online. Just Niche, I've never got to meet Just Niche, but I know I'm really close with her friend Erica Clark. And so like I see these people online, and so like this is our job. Yeah. But I'm also fangirling some of these people so hard. And then there's people I do know, you know, like Steve and like Lance Woods and stuff, and Tony Baker. And
you're opening up for Lance coming up, right?
I am. Yeah. I'm not opening up. I'm featuring.
Featuring.
Yeah. So you know, it's been a long time since I've really been at Nate's for any real shows. Honestly, like I've spent a lot more time at Tacoma Comedy Club, or to be honest, y'all know I'm in my producer bag right now, right?
Right.
So I miss being at Nate's. Even Open Mic Tuesdays, I'm either tired or I have something else going on or whatever. So I haven't even been able to go to the mics. So I saw Lance. We were talking on Thursday is when I saw him, but I showed him a picture on Tuesday. I was wearing his merch shirt. And I have a stack of merch shirts. I don't really wear any of them. Yeah. I love that one because it just says emotional support shirt. Mm-hmm. And I showed him, I was like, look what I was wearing on Tuesday at, here. And I said, oh, I need to get another one because that's the one shirt that I wear that my daughter's like, I want one. I need an emotional support shirt. And so he was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be back on the 14th. And I was like, oh, who's hosting for you? And he was like, no. He was like, I'm not bringing nobody, I don't think. And I was like, can I feature? And he was like, yeah. That's dope. And he was like, just tell the club. And I was like, okay. So I'm featuring now. He actually is bringing his host. I think I heard today that he's bringing his own host. And when they said he was bringing someone, I was like, oh no, are they going to bump me? Right. Like down to the host position. But as far as I know, I'm featuring, which is good because I got people buying tickets. So
that's awesome.
So, and if you're not in comedy, I guess just to give context, like, the host usually does a shorter set. Host is a very important position, which is why a lot of people ask me to host, which makes me feel good because I'm a good host. But featuring is longer. Featuring is, there's more prestige in feature, and you want to progress. In this market, there's other markets like in the South, and even in the way I understand it, at a certain point in time in the East Coast, where actually the host is like the most important person beyond the headliner.
Really?
Yeah, because if you have a host, and then you have let's say an opener and a feature, and then or it's a showcase, that host is the one that has to come and bring that. Bring it back. Bring it back over and over and over again.
Yep.
Right.
And so I can sit in the fact that I know I am a good host, so I don't mind hosting. Featuring is still pretty cool. So I'm very excited. So I'm sure we'll plug it later. But the 14th and the 15th of March, this will be over by then.
That's true.
You missed it. But if you're on the live, next. He's not coming on Friday. Somebody else is coming on Friday. But Saturday, there's 2 shows, 7 and 9:30. And then Sunday, there's a show at 7 o'clock. So please come. Lance Woods is an absolute killer. He hosts Chocolate Sundays now at the Laugh Factory. Okay. People don't even know that. He came up under some clips of those. Yeah, he's great. He came up under Tony Roberts. Okay. So Tony Roberts, they're both, Tony lives in Sacramento because that's where his wife lives. He kind of took Lance under his wing and helped launch Lance, and now Tony is launching Mo Hill. Mo Hill just won the Bay Area Black, which is huge. Yeah. So, I'm very lucky to have met all those people and get to work with them.
Keep building those connections.
Yeah,
definitely.
Really cool. It is really cool. When I saw Tony Baker on Thursday, we talked during the break, and I told him how. Did you guys see the Bald Brothers tour?
I saw a lot of clips of it. Yeah, but I haven't got onto because it's on Tubi now.
Oh, they were recording them?
They were recording
Oh, I
them.
didn't know
So
that.
there's like the full shows on Tubi, which I don't have Tubi, surprisingly, but I need to get it just
so
so I can
interesting.
watch that. Yeah.
Well, the Bald Brothers, when you got there was like a QR code, and it was a Google form, and then you asked questions, and then Kev was watching. I don't know, at least at our show and at Nate's old club, Kev was watching the phone. And watching the Google form. So they would ask a question and he'd be like, which one of y'all motherfuckers said that? And then he'd bring them up on stage and they would
Like,
riff off of whatever that is.
That's
Oh
awesome.
yeah, I've seen those clips. Yes.
And then I started doing that with Cheers with Queers. Like that's where I saw it the first
Okay.
time. And Sherry Hardman does it with Roast Your X, and there's other people that do it.
Yeah.
But I started doing with Cheers with Queers, and it's such a fun part of the show. We just go up and like read what the audience answers are to these questions. And I told him that. I was just like, I saw the Ball Brothers. I thought that was so cool to have that interaction.
Right.
And so I started doing with the show that I do. And he was like, really? And then he was like, what's your name again? And I said, Allison Fine. And he was like, Allison Fine. He must have said my name 20 times. And I was just like, he was like, wait, is that your real last name? And I was like, yes, that's the name I was born with and hated for a long time, but I like it. My thing is, Tony Baker's gonna know who I am next time he sees me.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like
There
we
you
had
go.
that connection. So I'm sure as a fan it was probably really good. But as a comic, I'm one of the few comics that went and sat in the back.
Yeah.
I noticed that. Like there wasn't a lot of comics there.
No. No.
Yeah.
I was actually
we saw
Besides the ones performing, yeah.
Steven one of the nights.
yeah.
Oh, it must have been Wednesday.
Yes, it was Wednesday.
It wasn't there my nights. Me, Andrew Rivers, Imani was there because she was Brent's girlfriend. They were moving to Philadelphia, but I didn't see a lot of comics, and that's crazy to me. Maybe some comics like Brandon White said, "Oh, I didn't even think, I didn't think about going."
when you're going.
My thing was, if they didn't let me in because it was too full, like I would respect that. But
Right.
I was gonna try and see those. Things.
Right.
Those things were really awesome.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
like some of them, they're performing. They're doing.
Oh,
their
no,
show,
for sure.
Right? It's
No, for sure.
Gotta get
But if you're
on
not
mic.
performing, you should have been in that room.
yeah,
Yeah.
that
You
does make
actually should have
sense.
been in that
Just
room.
to soak it in.
How did you guys?
Be part of the
Did
experience.
anybody like sit with you as far as comics? Like, did they did any performance like stand out?
Oh,
There's so
well,
many of them.
A few stand out for me because I'm like you. I was fanboying over a few, so I'm like Tony Baker one, but CP is hilarious to me. So
Man,
everything he says has me dying.
killed that shit.
So I met CP like my first year. He
Yeah?
was like featuring for somebody. He was so dope. And then I'm really good friends with his friend Melanie Hearn from Detroit.
Okay.
So Melanie and CP and what's her name that was on the last show? Oh, I'm blanking right now. But
I know who you're talking
they're all
about.
from Detroit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I met CP just at Nate's when I was just used to sit in the back and watch. And he was so nice. He was just a cool dude. And he's funny.
Yeah, he's-
But that joke,
which one? Because they were
that joke at the end, like the long form.
Oh, the long,
the one where he
that
was
joke
like,
was insane.
out
That
in the
joke
wild
was
type
insane.
thing,
That
right.
Steve Irwin joke.
So good.
It's just the
So
setup for
good.
that joke. Wait till you see
Right.
it because you weren't there, but wait till you
Yeah.
see it. It was so long, and that was the first standing ovation.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't there for the first
Yeah.
episode, the Tony Roberts
I
episode.
don't remember because it was a lot.
Yeah, the first night everybody was scared to do standing ovations.
The
We
first
weren't
night
sure,
was CP.
but like
he was
the
in the
first,
first
But he was in the-
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And so then Nate gets up there and he's like,
Yeah,
"No,
yeah.
you guys are allowed to do that." So
Yeah.
then after that, everybody's like, "Okay, let's go."
Well, I think the audience was very concerned.
We weren't sure if
Yeah, how much
is it going to block the
participation are we
cameras? Is it
supposed to
gonna
have?
be
Okay, so let's
the
talk
whole
about
vibe
it.
is here.
From a production perspective. From a production perspective, there was so much good in that.
Yeah.
Like the way that the lighting that they had. I asked if they were going to keep the lights on the side of the stage. I think they are. I think they bought those.
should keep-
They've
little
been there
stars?
in the last.
No,
few
the
things I've
stars-
seen.
our stars
Oh,
are
so those
still
are
up.
those are permanent.
I don't know if they're permanent, but I've seen them in some things since the show.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
yeah,
yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they're
they're
Lauren
up
had told
to-
me that they're keeping them.
Yeah, smart.
Those
move.
things are cool.
Yeah.
Those things are really cool.
Yeah.
She wanted to keep the little
The standing
I don't know.
lights next to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're just
They look like the things that Superman came
got a
down
few
in.
people.
Yeah.
People keep popping in and out of the YouTube. I'm just gonna say, if you're tuning in, we're talking Nate Jackson Super Funny
Oh
Comedy
yeah, Super
Jam.
Funny Comedy Jam.
That happened. It got recorded. It's going to be on the YouTube.
Yep.
Not sure when the first show drops.
I bet it'll get picked up real quick by somebody else. I wonder if
I
it'll
don't
even
think
make
he
it
wants
to YouTube.
to.
Yeah, I thought he said he didn't
I
want
think he
to.
really
We'll
doesn't
see, but-
want
Yeah,
to,
okay.
so
Some
he can keep
Netflix
control.
says,
He
"Hey,
wants
hey,
control
homie."
of it.
True, I know.
I
Once
don't
you
know.
get some
HBO
big
HBO
name,
Max goes
Right.
Bring it on home.
right?
Come
True,
on, y'all.
true.
I think the one thing he said
Never
was
say never, I guess,
he
right?
didn't want to give control of it over to
Yeah.
somebody else because then they can decide what airs and doesn't
Exactly.
air. When they did a whole season, I forgot what show it was. He said
Comedy.
he was on, and who he said hosted Kevin Hart,
Oh yeah, yeah, and then
and they never put it out. And it's
yeah.
like, what is that about? So, but we'll see what happens. All I know is it was a good time. It was fun being part
good.
of some production. It'll be interesting watching it back.
Yeah.
Kind of a meta experience here.
I just thought it was so great that so many people were so like respectful of the rules,
Yeah.
and then
Some-
some,
I wish
they
some
would-
of y'all don't have no home training.
Some of
Which
them.
camera are we looking in? Some of y'all don't have no home training.
That's
There-
not even a camera at all.
There was a couple at the
This right here, right? You looking there? Okay.
or
I'm
here.
looking right in the camera. Some of y'all don't have no home training.
There was
Some
a-
of y'all got up and walked right in front of
Oh
those
my
cameras
God,
so many
yes.
times.
It wasn't even that for me. It was people holding conversations.
There was a few of those at the end. If you go to a comedy show, don't have conversations. Shut up and watch the
Just enjoy
comic.
it.
Yeah,
You're
regardless
there
of
to
whether
enjoy it.
it's a production or whether it's just a regular
But
freaking
especially when it's a production.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
Yes.
when it's a production.
That,
And they
those
tell
are
you.
those are clips that could make or break an entire career.
And there-
Or just
yeah.
elevate. A lot of those people are already really
Yeah,
well
they're
off
well
comics,
known,
right?
yeah.
They're just gonna elevate.
It's going to elevate for sure.
But you're making it hard on everybody. You're charging Nate more money because he got to pay for extra to get you to shut the like.
Yeah.
I always
There was a
wonder if
couple
those are the
people-
Stay
that
home,
go
y'all.
to shows regularly, but you don't know.
But also, the more boozed up you are, the just
Yeah, no,
looser
no.
you
Alcohol is
get.
a huge amount to it.
So there was
Inspiration would do that too.
that's a throwback to another episode.
You don't have to do that. You know?
Well, they're not going to understand what you mean.
Let him wonder. It's okay to let him wonder. He just likes to.
Dang.
I won't say mansplain, but he likes
Yeah.
to explain.
You can say it.
You can call
I
it that.
care.
Mansplaining's back, baby. Just kidding.
I don't think it went away, dude.
Oh, you're right. It didn't.
Blink,
But
blink,
yeah,
twice,
no,
blink
that was
twice
a
if you're
call out
safe.
for an episode that hasn't even aired yet.
You see me not blinking at all?
Said,
Wide-eyed. She said blink twice if you're safe. I ain't blink at all.
eyes got so big. She wide awake now.
Right?
She wide awake now. Her safety is.
So Comedy Jam's
my
awesome.
bad.
But okay, you talked a little bit about what you got going on.
Yeah.
What do I have going on? Oh.
Well, you
You're
said
producing
you
your shows. You got
Oh,
your
yeah, just
feature
producing.
coming up.
Like, how's everything?
you've
God,
been
I wish
going
we
like
I wish we would have
crazy.
looked up when I was here last time. I don't know. I feel like it wasn't that long ago, but it probably was. Yeah, I'm producing a lot. I'm traveling.
When did you have Mike Hansen at Drafts and Laughs? Remember what month that was? Because
That was the first month. So that was November, October. So September. That's when
That's
I was
Probably,
cool.
yeah.
Then we had you in
So
October.
Because,
6
we
months
went
ago.
and saw that right after.
Okay,
We
yeah.
had you
So
on.
I was there 6 months ago. So yeah, Drafts and Laughs. We took a little break for the holidays. We're back. We had Nar and Van. We're not doing every month. We're doing it quarterly now.
Okay.
So we're doing Drafts and Laughs quarterly. We just had Nar and Van. I just today booked Adam Posse. I was telling Butter that we need to have. Y'all need to get Adam on here if you can during that day.
No, man.
May
Reach
16th.
Reach out to Butter. She
yeah.
handles it.
He's killer from Portland. He's funny. He's charismatic. Like, you guys will love him. So he'll be on my show on Drafts and Laughs that day with Gavin, which I know you guys just had Gavin on the pod. And then someone who I love, she takes after my own heart. Her name's Beth Donahue. She's very funny. She's older. I think she's older than me. I think she's in her 50s, but she just started not too long ago, and she's really fun. I love her. So I'm giving her, it might be her first like real paid show. No, she's on a show with me this Friday. So, but she's newer.
Okay.
So I'm giving, she's opening, Gavin's opening, and then Adam, instead of doing like a 30 minutes, Adam's doing a 45-minute, like a full set.
Nice.
And he'll be worth every dollar and every tip you give. So
Samantha says hi, go mom.
oh, My daughter. Yep. Hey, Mom.
Hey.
Hi, babe.
I was gonna say you called her mom back.
No, I'm just reading it.
Well, we're doing shout outs to Rickshaw Ha Ha said Allison is a killer.
Oh, that's the rickshaw. That's actually a new mic up in Seattle. They're doing on Fridays. It's Noah Rubin and who else is that? I don't even know. There's like 6 producers on that. I don't even know everybody.
Yeah, I got to make my way. I used to live in Ballard, so I'm familiar with the Rickshaw. But
yeah. Oh, so
old
it's
stomping
cool
grounds.
bar.
I got to get up there.
Karaoke afterwards and stuff. Yeah. Nick Cody, Scott Coburn. There's like 4 or 5 producers that are co-producing it every Friday, which is fun. And Noah Rubin, speaking of that, Noah Rubin is my co-producer on the Shroom Room, actually. So the Shroom Room, we did the Shroom Room at the end of January. So that's where people do comedy. It's great. I mean, to be honest, it's somebody else's concept, but they didn't, because of their professional life, they were concerned about the association with the mushrooms, since they're not legal here. And so, so I said that I would take it on and put it under I'm Fine Entertainment. The person's still involved though, but Noah was helping me co-produce it as well, and it's fun. Okay, I'll tell you the craziest thing. This is you had to be there moment. It's in Halcyon Brewing, where we do a twice a month mic at the Oma Mic Collective, and you're standing at the back of the room. So think about it like this room, right? Like a long rectangular room. You're standing at the back, and in the front is just all glass windows. And I'm standing there hosting, right? So I don't do mushrooms or anything. I'm the trip sitter. Like I'm the one that's like supposed to take care of them, and I'm just like, you're on your own if you. I don't know. I don't even do mushrooms. Like I wouldn't even know how to help you.
I don't know what's going on.
When I went up to do my host night, I said somebody told me I should have had a blanket and call it a magic blanket in case somebody feels weird. I was like, I don't have it, but does somebody have a big hoodie we can use? Like
weird.
But I'm hosting. All of these comics have taken mushrooms probably about an hour, so they're setting in right before I call them up there to do their thing. And in the front of the room, just across the glass, we are in Greenwood, right? We are right on like 45th or Greenwood Boulevard or whatever that is. This person walks by. You can't even tell who or what it is at the time. They are wearing a neon hoodie, a neon yellow hoodie. They're wearing a hat, I think, or maybe no. They're just holding a clear umbrella, and it's dripping with lights. And it's lights all around, like Christmas lights, but they're like rainbow.
Okay.
And they're also walking their dog, who was also covered in lights, which I couldn't see at the time. But I'm looking out there and I'm like, I am not on shrooms, but what is that?
The timing.
Yes, the timing was insane.
That's crazy.
I have it all in
like, was that planned?
Picture. It was absolutely not planned.
No, like
somebody went outside and got the guy and brought him in.
Okay.
So he's this his name's Dave. He's this very flamboyant queer who just walks around Greenwood with
all lit
by
up.
the way, we got a guy who dresses up in costumes and picks up trash every day, right? There's just always really cool people in the community.
Yeah.
So Dave and his little dog, I can't remember his dog's name. And when they brought Dave in, so now Dave's in front of the audience. I'm sure the comics are dying in the back. Like they're just probably losing their minds. And then he turns around and he has like this neon thing, like he's kind of wearing it like a purse, but it's on the back. And it says like love is love or something. And again, he's got this pug and like Preston, I think that was his dog's name. But I'm just like, this is so well timed during this moment. And we're just like, thank you for coming. We're doing a shroom show. He went home, changed clothes into like full drag, and comes back and was like, and just hung out with us. It was so
Here I am. That's
Perfect.
awesome.
It was crazy. You didn't have to be on drugs.
Right.
It was crazy.
It was crazy enough sober.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
To me, I think when you say like, how did it go? I don't understand. I've never been on mushrooms, so I don't really know what that experience is like.
Gotcha.
Have you?
I was more so. I will neither confirm nor deny.
Okay.
But I was just more so wondering, like, how did their sets go? Were there any of them?
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't for me.
Experiencing goofy stuff. Did they get the laughs while they were on the stage?
Yeah, I mean, Kate Carlson was great, but she does mushrooms on a regular basis.
Oh yeah, so the
Used to it.
tolerance changes.
Who else do we have? Jaleesa Johnson seemed kind of fine. The closer was an OG named Cliff Barnes. His daughter is a queen, so like he's in his 70s, and he was pretty lit. Andy Harder, who's absolutely hilarious, but also Andy does a ton of mushrooms, right? But he was getting there late, and my co-producer was freaking out and like, oh my God, when is he going to be here? I was like, he's probably been on mushrooms for 3 days. So like, we don't have to worry. Andy will be good.
He's been on the road for 3 days. He'll be here.
There was these 2 very hot girls sitting like second row, and they're actually girls from the Dock, which is the other bar that I do entertainment at.
Right.
And one of them was a 49er fan. So like we connected at one of the games that I hosted. And so I gave her the thing. She and her hot friend show up and I think Andy had a 15-minute set, and he was maybe 11 minutes in and goes, "You 2 are hot. Can I sit with you guys?" And then he just walks and sits down.
He was done with
and
the
I was
set?
in the back of the room, and I was like, okay, all right.
That was my time.
And he just sat there for a while. Like, he didn't even talk. That was so funny.
You just sat with him, didn't say that?
No,
He probably had a conversation, but it was all here.
Yeah, like he was so good.
I'm so smooth right
Just
now.
sat there and
Killing it.
smiled.
It was fun.
That's cool.
But like I can't relate to that feeling because
Right.
I've never done mushrooms, right? Like I have some at the house. I took that night, but I am like, I don't know when or how to do them yet. So.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna, you definitely have a trip sitter. Someone
Yes.
to take care of you in case things
If
go
you've
weird.
never taken them before, yes.
Yeah.
If you've taken them before, then you know what to expect.
Yeah,
No.
but my understanding
Unless you take
is
a shit ton, then yeah, you still need a trip.
But my understanding is also like if you're not in a good space, you could have a bad trip, right? So like if you've only had good trips and then one day you have some stress you're not even realizing, you could have a bad trip unexpectedly. Right?
Yeah. But
Is someone looking at my Instagram just to make sure there's nothing crazy going on?
No, nothing crazy going on.
Okay. Can we switch topics real quick?
Yeah.
I got a couple thoughts, a couple questions I wanted your guys' input on. This one is more fun. What do you guys think about social media accounts by businesses or like serious entities, but they're funny? Like when the Wendy's account.
Oh, man. I
yes.
love them. I love
The one
them.
that I've been really on lately in College Park, Georgia, it's the South Fulton Police Department. City of South Fulton Police Department. And every single post they make starts with, "Say twin."
Oh, you serious?
And the ones that they've been doing today, this one, okay, so it's a picture. You're not going to be able to see this, but look it up. South Fulton. I actually posted about it earlier. City of South Fulton Police Department. Say twin, here's another one. Every time we turn around, somebody dropping another senior skip day flyer like it's a concert tour. This one even says South Fulton presents. Baby, we present nothing. There's a black woman behind this account. There's no way that or a very, very gay police officer. Also, quick question for the organizers. Why y'all keep self-snitching on the internet? Date, location, schools, the whole itinerary just laid out like a group project? Students, graduation is around the corner. Don't let a bad AI flyer and a bad decision mess that up. Parents, respectfully, get your children.
That is
This
hilarious.
account is so funny. And I realize it's a police account, whatever.
Right.
They do this about criminals. They do this. It is. And it always starts with, "Say twin."
Right. See, I like that kind
When
of stuff.
accounts
'cause
do
they're
that, do you think
trying
that
to
it's
relate.
humanizing?
Yes.
say that?
Exactly.
You don't think it's cheesy?
Because even at the point when Wendy's has got the others, like, coming at Wendy's, and Wendy's is like, bring it on. So I feel like it's humanizing.
I feel like during the
business.
pandemic, we saw a lot of the rise of that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong timeline-wise, but what do you think?
So if I've seen police ones where they talk about the criminals,
Then the criminal site right
and
there.
they're pretty cheeky about it. And I guess if you're doing the crime, you should be able to take the fucking the roast. You know what I mean? I thought that was interesting, and it's good material to get laughs from. But again, I hate laughing at someone's misfortune.
Oh.
But still do.
Serious white man.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. Still do. But I think this is an attention economy. You got to grab people's attention. You got to,
Yeah.
and that's how you're going to do it.
That's true.
There's Flat Stick Pub. Now it's a pub, but I think they do funny content.
I
And it's
don't want.
local.
I mean, I know who they are, but I've
But-
never looked at their
Yeah,
content.
yeah.
I'm gonna check them
I
out.
think they do some good, funny content. You know what I'm saying? There was one where it's a pub, though, right? So it's not a serious
Yeah,
story.
for sure.
But a guy walks in and orders a beer, and it's like, "Oh, sorry, we're 21 and over establishment." And he's like, "Oh, I'm 21." Gives him the ID, or I was born in this 2000 something.
Right.
And of course, we're all born in the 1900s.
Right.
So he turns into an old man right there. I just thought that's fucking hilarious.
I like
That's the feeling whenever you meet someone born after 2000.
Right.
What do you think is the intent on an account like a police department having funny accounts?
Well, even that one,
attention.
They're still getting their point across. They're just doing it in a humorous way. Like, hey, don't sacrifice. So they're just trying to, I guess, catch your attention with a joke, but they still got a point.
You're going to stick with it rather than the serious white man post.
Exactly.
Well, and for me, it came up, and you know how Facebook pushes all this stuff that you're not even following anymore?
Yeah.
That's how it came up. But my thinking is they do it funny, then you click the follow, and when they're looking for someone on a serious crime, you're already following their page.
Exactly.
I feel like it's a great engagement tool.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a great engagement tool. I understand. I also agree with you actually about like if you're making fun of like criminal stuff, if you're making fun of misfortune, like actually I had a local person I know that he does a lot of great funny content. He's not a comedian necessarily, but he takes fights on the internet and he like breaks them down like street fights. You know what I'm saying? Like two girls in a barbershop or, you know, in a nail salon or whatever. And he breaks them down and he talks about how, you know, you shouldn't have even got into that fight. This is what you should have done. Or here's how if you wanted to fight, you shouldn't have been. If you couldn't fight, you shouldn't have. And I don't like those videos. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people don't like those kind of videos because I'm like, that's somebody's kids fighting or somebody's mom fighting or whatever. So the criminal thing is along that lines for me. Like if they're criminal and you're making fun of something, I also hope that you guys have legal involved because that case could be thrown out for the wrong social media post, you know?
That's true.
But I think
Great
these ones
point.
are kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
these are, that's Say Twin. Every time I see that, it cracks me. Say Twin.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Oh, the one I saw earlier today was this cop. And he was holding a Carvel's box, which is like a cake.
Okay.
And so he's in his car. He's got his slouch and he's got it. And it says, "Say Twin, if you saw Officer so-and-so with that Carvel's cake box this morning, understand that was part of an investigation." And like, it just went off and it said it was so funny.
And that sounds like it's a smaller community.
Oh, yeah. I mean, College Park is big.
Okay.
College Park is a suburb of Atlanta.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm sure it's small. South Fulton County, like it's got to be a small department.
Yeah.
I think it's cute.
Yeah. And you're humanizing so that guy, he's the officer. It's relationships.
Yeah.
Thinking these are people.
Well, and the
it's
one
fun.
earlier was also about the senior ditch day or whatever.
Yeah.
And it had another flyer where there was each high school and they had a picture of kids from each high school. And one of the comments underneath said, "I just knew one of my little cousins was going to be on there. Matter of fact, there's 3 of them. I'm about to call their mama. I'm about to call their mama right now. Get your kids." But in reality, it literally said like, I don't want to quote it, but it said something about like that there would be alcohol there, that there'd be weed there, right? Like it's on the poster, and they ain't wrong. Like, why are you snitching on yourself? Right? You snitching on yourself so hard.
Come on.
But at the end of the day, an event like that might not end well.
Yes,
true.
If that was my kid, I'd be like, "You are not going to school on Tuesday. Sorry, bud. Sorry, bud." But it's funny how they inject that humor into. I just also think in the way of the world right now. Even though it's the cops, I still think it's fun. But a lot of serious companies do funny things like that.
Yeah.
I like when a lot of small businesses do that. Like, you know, the halftime show. So you had all these small businesses reenacting the halftime show at their business and trying to integrate that in. I thought that was
really?
Yeah.
I've never seen any.
There was quite a few. And I was like that. And you know, I'm looking at stats and looking at numbers, but I'm like, that's interesting because it's fresh and they're grabbing your attention.
Right.
But it will just be at like a family restaurant and they're all singing and doing and reenacting the whole production for a minute, but it's still I like that kind of stuff. I
think it's cute. I think it's a good marketing tool. There's probably some goal behind it, whether it's engagement. And again, if you engage in that page because they say funny stuff, but then later something serious happens, you're aware of it because you're already following or you're helping to find somebody that's missing or something.
It goes along the lines of where everyone was editing, like, give an example, like someone throwing a baseball or something, and then it cuts to them, like, reacting to it, or someone sliding across the ground, or someone falls and off something, and then they fall off something, and then they introduce their business.
Come get my pancakes here at These Pancakes.
That kind of stuff was hilarious to me.
Well, I live in Federal Way, so when I go to Tacoma, I take the back way a lot. I take the tie flats, and there's two billboards right across the freeway from each other. And for a while, it was like a personal injury attorney or something. And the first one was this little boy, and it said, like, got the accident, call my dad. And he was pointing to the other one.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, that's cute marketing.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Like,
exactly.
It was, I don't know. I think marketing like that is fun. And even though you're not really marketing a police station, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like
when it's harmless,
when it's, yes, exactly. Whether it's a business or a nonprofit or an organization, I don't know. I just wanted to see what you guys thought.
What was the second question?
Oh, my second question was something. This is a true issue that I struggle with, and so I wanted your opinion because I think you guys have a varied, group of thoughts. I struggle with my own self-esteem and how people look at me, right? Like I think we might have talked about it before. I definitely think we've talked about it off camera. I get painted as a villain in a lot of places. Sometimes I get it. Sometimes I really don't. So I have been really subscribing over the last year to the let them theory, like let them think whatever they want. Let me go be about my business, whatever. And it's been working. But there's a certain time where when you hear enough about yourself, or you hear enough drama, or you hear enough gossip about you, or you hear enough, I don't know what the word is. I don't want to say lies, but like incorrect information, where you feel like you have to defend yourself. You feel like you have to speak out. Okay. And I don't do that very often anymore. Honestly, I just like, hey, whatever you think, you can think. And this is really just about me, but other people, a lot of people go through these things. Yeah. I don't really engage anymore. I don't really defend myself. I don't really explain myself. But then sometimes when I will, like when it gets extreme, I've heard the same rumors multiple times, or somebody said the same thing and it's been bothering me and I can't let it go, I might address it. And then I always got people who be like, oh, you stay in drama. And I'm like, no, I don't. No, I don't. I don't really do that. But are you guys able to like fully let things go? Is there a certain point where you're like, okay, I'm gonna speak on this?
Let me touch. I want to touch this one. No, I don't think. But it's like anything else. You're not gonna fully let it go. For me, it becomes time management. How much time I want to even invest in it. Right. And right now, I don't invest in a lot of time if it ain't bringing me something joyous. Yeah. I don't invest enough time that it just goes so far back. I don't think about it. It doesn't stay with me anymore. But I think about it on a time level. It's the same as anything. I think a lot about where my time and energy is going. And I always say, people say, oh, sometimes you be an asshole. Yeah, you're right. I know this.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't care how many times you think I am. I know that sometimes. I know I can be. I know you might think that. I don't care how many times you think it. And things go around full circle, and some people will come back to me, and I'm just like, yeah, okay. Because, again, now, do I want to invest my time caring? Most of the time, no.
What about you guys? What do you think?
I realize I like to say, I don't care what people think about me, but I do.
Yeah, everybody cares to some extent.
What people think about me, and I'll probably carry it around a little bit. I just kind of think like, I can't control what other people say, what other people do. Yeah. I can control how I respond and react to it. And so I think what you're talking about is like, let them focus on me and doing my thing. It's probably a smart response. In the end though, maybe, you can control or if someone potentially there was, some issue that needed to be addressed. I was like, well, what can I control? A conversation here. What's going on? Maybe there was a misperception. I'll come back to it.
It's probably harder if it stays within a circle. Like if you're in this circle and you're here and this is what's happening in that circle and it's always kind of loop, I could understand that because in a lot of cases with me, I don't get out of that circle, but in some cases you can't. Like if it's in your world, like I'll use the job, for example. If you have people at your job, you got 10 employees, but 5 of them don't like you, you're going to keep hearing it circulate, which would make it harder when it's more on a consistent basis. But
I would say there's levels to it. as far as whether or not you should just kind of be like, whatever, do you, or whether you take the time to like address it with the source. Right?
What if there is no source? I'll give you the exact example.
There had to have been a source
I'll give you the exact example. You went to Big Girl Brunch, right? Mm-hmm. So Big Girl Brunch is a show that I produce, and one of the spots on that show is the skinny bitch, right? And I heard, and I posted about this in a comedian group, so you guys wouldn't have seen it. It wasn't on my public page. But multiple people had come up to Julie and asked her, like, some version of, how did it make you feel when Allison asked you to be the skinny bitch on your show? And different iterations of that, right? As if it was like me othering her because she was skinny, or me trying to make fun of her because she was skinny. And the funny thing is, Julie came to me and said, I saw you're doing a show called Big Girl Brunch. Do you want a skinny bitch on the show?
She literally said that in her set.
She did. But if you weren't there, you didn't hear that, right? So my thing is, like you say, like, how much time do I want to give this? Where I get stuck, where I get stuck is I produce a lot of shows. If people think that I'm being a bully when I'm producing shows, so But the people that, here's the thing, the people that work with you and know you know the truth. And those people are also talking.
And they're,
you know, like, I worked with Allison. It was great. Yeah. And then there's the people that don't experience that and they don't want to work with you. Yeah. Oh, well, you have, it's, you know, we've had plenty of other comedians on here, and we had Rick on here, and he's like, if you don't want to work with me, okay, I have plenty of other people I can work with. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So don't even trip about the ones that don't, because you have a huge pot to pick from.
I think that comes down to like my own self-esteem issues and wanting to be liked, right? Sure. Like, even at this big old age, number one. And number two, I am a triple Libra. Like, I have a sense of justice.
Triple different.
You know what I'm saying? So there is a really inherent sense of justice that I'm like, don't do that. So what I've learned, probably I've done a much better job in the last, since I've, honestly, in my 40s, is saying, I'm going to talk to someone one-on-one. Yeah. I'm not going to generalize things unless I think it's a generalized issue, right? So I'm not going to, I don't put people on blast ever really on my social media. I just have one-on-one conversations when I think that they make sense. Right. But when I don't know, I guess I still get caught up in my head sometimes. And I'm like, am I never allowed to, like, is that terrible that I want to, like, clear my name so people don't think I'm a fucking bitch? Because people think that all the time. And I'm like, I'm not. I pay people good. I treat people well. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's always not that person. Going to be haters. There's always going to be haters. There's always going to be somebody that has an opinion. Sucks, man. And that's just how it is. Right. There's not a single person in this world that doesn't have a fucking hater. Yeah. Period.
So speaking as a double Libra,
oh Jesus!
I think you're not harnessing the true Libra power.
Oh, here we go. God.
We are scaled for a reason. You're either on our good side, or we cut you the fuck off.
I don't think that's just a Libra thing.
Well, we perfected it. And you guys just trying to be like us.
I'm real good at acting like somebody doesn't exist. You trying to be like us is what I'm trying to say, but.
What?
That's one of the
I've never seen her.
That's one of the beauties of our sign.
See, I don't. That's not how my Libra is.
Man, that's not how it works. You know, like maybe it's just a double Libra thing.
No, I like it. I have a strong sense of justice, and it's hard. It does. It's grating on me sometimes to hear like the negative things that say about me, and I do let a lot of it go because most of it is like. They don't even know what they're talking about. Or often where my response comes in now is, well, ask them what their role was in that situation, A. Or so often I hear people say, so many people say they don't like you. This is not just from comedy. This is just in life. And I'm like, okay, ask them why.
Oh, yeah. Just
ask them why.
Right.
Because most of the time, there's no why. Most of the time, I'm too brash, I'm too honest, I'm too open, I'm too direct, I'm too whatever. And that's a you problem, not a me problem.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
But it still sucks to hear that all the time. Yeah. And not gonna lie, this is a childhood trauma thing, I guess. My little brother, I have one brother, he's 2 years younger than me. He's the golden boy. Everybody likes him. Even to this day. Really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I've always been the black sheep. He's always been that. And there's moments in my life where I do great about it, and moments in my life where I struggle with like, but that's not true, you know. But that's not like, why do people? You were in the service industry for a long time, still are, right? Yeah. How often do we complain about bad service versus how many times do we? And I do this like an asshole. Can I talk to your manager? Thank you. Jessica was so amazing. I just want you to know that. Like, just fuck with the server, right? Right? I do that intentionally because that's that version of that, right? How many times do you get complaints versus how many times does somebody go, she was fucking great. Amazing. She's the best. That's the best server I've seen in a long time, right? I intentionally am that kind of person because in my life, I hear the negatives about me more than I hear the positives. And that's where I get into the space where I feel like I need to defend myself. And so I like
that. You're using it as fuel and recycle it. I'm taking it in, but you're recycling it out.
I just wanted to.
Well, I think in the end, it's like, there are things you can control, things you can't. You can't control what other people say. Now, if you are able to reflect back on something and say, oh, you know what? Like I've done. It's like, ooh,
I could have done that better.
What I did say, I could have. You know what? I'm sorry that because I
can be very accountable too. If I really look at something, if somebody tells me like what you said, that made me feel some kind of way. There might be some times where I'm like, okay, like I stand 10 toes on that, and there might be times where I'm like, my bad. That's not. I was in a bad place when I said that, or that was not my intent, and I'm sorry. That's the impact, or whatever. But it's just. I don't know. I just wonder what other people think sometimes because it's something I've seen not just come up in my life, but a couple other people's lives where they're like, shouldn't I have an opportunity to defend myself? Yeah. And sometimes I'm like, why do you care? But then sometimes I'm like, yes. You know what I'm saying? Lay it all out there. Say all the things. Yeah. And I just wonder what other people think. And you guys have such a varied, varied set of backgrounds, I wonder.
It's tough. I'm trying to you meet so many different people in the world of comedy. It's the amount of different personalities that are there, and probably some strong ones. It's I
mean, not even just comedy.
No, just in life
in general. Yeah.
I just find it interesting. I've been trying to cultivate this sense of. I know somebody who they don't like a lot of people. Or they don't like, I'm so curious. I'm like, I just try to open myself up to that's who that person is.
You're talking about butter.
Yeah.
You just say it.
Like, that's who that is.
She said, I'm so quick to ignore people. So quick to act like you don't exist.
No, I said I'm not quick to do that. I'm not quick to do it. I said I'm real good at it when I have to. I can count on 2 fingers how many people have actually gotten that wrath from me.
Cut off completely.
Yes.
Okay.
I just think it's for
2 people in my whole entire life.
It's rare that I dislike somebody, and if I am going to, it's because they did something.
Yes, it's extreme.
It's very rare.
It's extreme.
And it's like I just try to appreciate the broad spectrum of people there are and be open to that.
But do you think it's harder now because we're in a world where it's so easy to cut people off? It's so easy to... Like people, I feel like people don't have real conversations.
I feel like it was easier back in the day when we didn't have all these different outlets for people to contact you.
Oh yeah, we're more connected now.
I feel like people
just don't answer your house phone.
Somebody that I respected didn't like something I said online in a post, and then we ended up talking about it, and I was like, well, this is how I feel. You can be mad about it, but this is how I feel. And like, it wasn't, in my opinion, it was not that a big of a deal. Yeah. And they were like, well, I'm just gonna block you. And I was like, okay. Yeah. Are we done?
I snooze people all the time.
To work. Like,
I'm sure they snooze me even more.
It's just that ability to block people online cracks me up because it's like, oh, what we gonna do when we all outside this summer? You know what I'm saying? And you gotta see me. It's just gonna be weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we're not forced to engage in conversation, and that is kind of where it comes back to comedy, though. Like when I started comedy, I definitely, I made choices that I wouldn't make again. I came in because I have a strong personality. I was older. I definitely did and said things that I would have done differently, right? Yeah. And in this world, people don't ever forget. Like nobody forgets. It's really sad.
Yeah.
It's sad and frustrating because I'm like, there's people that I may not love as humans, but I think they're funny. Mm-hmm. I'll book them. they would never do the same for me. Because I try and have a forgiving spirit because I want people to forgive me.
Again, you just gotta not worry about how other people are and just worry about how you are. And that's what you were saying you're doing.
Try
you do you, move forward like Steven was saying. He was like, what was Steven saying? He was trying to bring forth his best self this year, something like that.
I've heard him talk a lot about that.
Recycle that energy.
He's on a little exploration.
That's awesome.
A little exploration.
I like it.
What other comedy shows have you guys been to?
I did the open mic circuit last week.
Why? Do you hate yourself?
Because I saw you at the local.
You did go to the local.
Fan club. Me and Money went to fan club. Saw Lynette.
Shout out the local 907.
Andy was at that one too.
Yeah, I saw it.
Andy, Kylie.
Yep.
Wasn't there
Jay Will hosts that one.
Thor
was there. Yeah.
I went to the Tuesday Emerald City open mic, which was their show up, go up.
Yeah.
And that was interesting.
907 is a show up, go up too.
Yeah. That was interesting. I was saying Bo Johnson went up and was working on some new stuff. He's actually, I think he's down at Tacoma right now. Yeah. So
he had a bunch of sold out shows.
The Proctor. And there were some folks from Tacoma that were up there. I might not have stayed till the very end, but I saw some people that went to the 907 who were there. Yeah. And then people who were at 907 and some from show up at Emerald City down at Tacoma.
Shout out to the local 907. So I didn't know this, but he's from Renton, right? So this is his hometown. But the local 907 is the longest running mic in the Northwest.
Oh yeah, who are you talking about that with?
And it's a show up, go up. So
somebody.
I mean, I run mics, but that's still my home mic. Yeah. That's what I consider my home mic. I'm one of there's a handful of us that get to host. I'm one of 2 women that host on a regular basis. But yeah, shout out to James Taylor and Amani for starting that. Dylan Avila. But yeah, the local 907's a wild place. It's funny because he shows up and I was like, oh, what are you doing down here? He's like, oh, I'm from Renton. I was just showing up, whatever. And then there's a guy that works there named Marty. And I was like, he's sitting at the bar. And then Marty is working behind the bar. And I was looking at the two of them and I was like, is that his brother? Do they... You do look alike. Did you see that? Did you see what I saw?
He's a very handsome guy. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I know. He just gave it.
I mean, I can objectively say a guy is handsome without being.
Especially if he looks like you, right?
Exactly. Right. I didn't say anything moved.
Shout out to Marty.
Nothing
Cheyenne. And if you think that he's ugly, I'm sorry.
I love it.
I didn't mean to do that, Marty.
Yeah, no. Honestly, the Comedy Jam was fun. It was a lot.
That's a lot.
It was a lot. It was a lot of energy, working and then going to that. Because, I mean, when we were there, it was 5 hours, from getting there to when it ended. Sure. So it was a lot. So
talking about working. You guys know you guys don't even know what I'm doing because So when I came on in September, I was subbing. Which I like because subbing is a great way to still, be a teacher, but not
you
really.
substitute one of my son's classes before.
Oh, what did he say?
I forget what school it was at.
Wait, he lives in Federal Way?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, he goes to school there. I drive him to school on the days that he's at my house.
Oh, where does he go to school?
Right now,
Holly.
Okay. But I feel like it was not Holly. What?
That's
tree did
funny.
She go to?
So how did you know that I was a sub?
He texted me.
And
said
what?
My substitute said that she performs at Nate Jackson's and you're always there.
That's so funny.
You're always there.
He's like, do you know Allison Fine? And I was like, why does that sound familiar? And that was not that long after I had met you and we swapped information at Nate.
Oh, it was
so before I was even on the show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I kind of remember that now because he must have said my mom. But that's funny.
Yeah.
Small.
Anyways.
Did he say bad things?
No, no. He just asked me if I knew you. I was
that's so funny.
I actually did meet her. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm. So I did substitute, and I get stuck in middle school a lot. Whatever, it just is what it is. But the teachers like me. They request me a lot because I have good classroom management, which is just coded for the mean teacher, even as a sub. And then at the end of, oh my gosh, okay, this story is funny. 6th period, I was out of middle school. It was the last day before Christmas break. There's only one period left. We have an assembly. We're almost free, right? And I went to Wendy's on the way to work, so I had like a biscuits and gravy sitting in my desk. It was cold. It was a Sunday. And we're getting ready to leave, and so to go to the assembly, and I was like, man, I wish there was a microwave in here. I just said it out loud, like just absentmindedly. And one of the girls goes, oh, Miss So-and-so has a microwave in their room, but they're not supposed to have microwaves anymore or heaters or anything like that for safety. Yeah. And they're like, yeah, I think Miss So-and-so has a microwave. And I was like, oh, do you think Miss So-and-so would let me use their microwave? So I wrote a little note like, hey, could I use your microwave for 1 minute, whatever. I send it off with the kid. She comes back, and a few minutes later, I was like, what'd she say? And she's like, yeah, she did, but she wrote you a note back. Why? Why would you need to just heat my microwave? I mean, just heat my shit up, my biscuits and gravy. You know what I'm saying, lady? Help a sister out. Right. Like, what are you doing? Why are we writing notes? So the note said, my microwave is a secret.
Don't tell nobody.
And now that you know about my secret, I'm having a surprise baby tomorrow. So can you take care of my kids after the break for 3 months?
Oh, wow.
Now, I don't know this teacher. And I started an email, and then I swiftly moved right to that phone. And I said, Miss So-and-so, I do not think that these are equivalent favors.
1 minute versus 3 months.
1 minute in your microwave.
Oh, man.
And now I teach 6th grade science. So that's how that worked out. That's how that worked out. I teach body systems, and I only have 2 weeks left, actually. It's March, so I only have 2 weeks left. They're actually not coming back till April. Okay. But the reality is that teacher is a queer teacher. They had found out like 2 days prior that they were going to be adopting a family member's baby. Like I adopted a baby, somebody's drug affected kiddo at one point, and like I'm queer. How am I not going to say yes? Yeah, so but like, damn. And 6th grade is middle school here.
Favor for a favor.
6th grade middle school. So these kids are just so fragile and so weak, and so like innocent and sweet.
They're not from the 90s,
but they're all
2000.
No, for sure they not.
Built different.
But then I also realized my mom taught 6th grade for like 35 years, but she taught at the top of elementary, so she was dealing with like king of the hill 6th graders, and I'm dealing with like mild 6th graders. I also realized that's why my mom is fucking insane. Wow. It's all making sense now. But yeah, I've been working full time since we came back in January, and then trying to work after that. And it's different when you're just running, when you're just going to mics. You're just going to mics. Like I got marketing to do and social media to do and production to do. Like you guys all know, because this is a second job for you.
Well, I'm glad you said that.
A lot of work.
I'm glad you said that, because before we wrap it up, I wanted to say I admire your hustle a lot. Like you are a hustler, and I gravitate towards that. So I really like that. Like watching you again work, produce, go to shows, be a fan at the same time. And I say that.
My kid's watching.
Yeah,
be a good mom.
And be a good
Go
mom.
to Special Olympics when I can.
But I really respect that, because I be trying to hustle too, but I get tired. I'm like, I need this day off. But it's like knowing that, a lot of hustlers, they're tired most of the time, but they know this is part of the game. This is what they do. So
you got to build in self-care, though. I mean, I don't know what you guys do, but you got to build in time. A lot of times on Sundays I don't do anything. There might be stuff I want to do, like Laughs up north. They have like a Sunday supper. You guys should come to it sometime, actually. We coordinate where I can go to, because it's basically like they don't have an open mic at Laughs. They have showcase nights instead. It's a different process. But they started this twice a month thing where they the comics come up. We do kind of like an open mic, but then halfway through we stop and like have a communal meal. Gotcha. So it's kind of like free for you guys, like free for everybody, but then we all chip in for the meal. It's like, spaghetti or something. But you're actually sitting with the comics or hanging out with the comics. And for that, cool. For you guys, it'd be like a lot of new comics.
And that would be good networking.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's really fun. So you guys should come.
That'd be great.
Let's coordinate to do that. I was going to say maybe next Sunday, but
he's out of town for a couple weeks coming up soon, so we can figure it out.
That's
Lance's thing. But it's really cool. Yeah. And so, going to mics is really hard.
Yeah.
But I do sometimes I can't go to that Sunday supper when I want to because I need to sleep.
Right. That's their day.
I need to rest my body. Yeah. Like I have a bad back, and at a certain point, my back goes out, and I'm stuck. You know, I can't. My back's hurting right now, actually. Right, that's why I'm sitting forward in this chair. And I'm not quitting, but I'm ending my sub job on the 20th, even though they're not coming back to the 1st, because I'm going on tour with Sherry Hardman to LA, and so it's like I needed to build in some time so that weekend I'm not doing anything, and we don't leave till Tuesday. But I was like, I'm not gonna work that Monday. So I'm like Sunday and Monday I'm just gonna chill. Smart. To get ready for that tour.
Where you guys gonna perform down there?
We have some shows in Oregon, headed down there. We have a couple open days. We're still trying to figure out what we want to do. Like we had some shows, some of them fell through, and it's hard to plan that kind of a on your own thing. The eventual, the end is not the end, but the reason we're going is because on Saturday, the 28th of March, we will be at Mic Drop San Diego. They have a big room, which is like Shawn Wayne's is in there that night, and then cool. A smaller room, a gold room. And Sherry's doing Roast Your Ex, which is her like big show. So she invited me as her feature. But then we have a bunch of shows going down and coming back. That's so sweet. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. Yeah. I'm really excited about that. I also, I'm going to just say this because it's live. Maybe I shouldn't.
As soon as that pops in your head, probably
not. Okay, I won't get specifics, but I did kind of tease it. Like, I just got accepted into a festival.
Oh, yeah, you did tease that.
I got accepted into a festival. Cool. That is in June.
Awesome. Congrats.
So when we turn off the cameras, I'll tell you guys where it is. Okay. But I'm very excited about this festival. I'm also, my hustle comes with benefits. My hustle comes with, Tony Baker's going to know who I am when he sees me. He's going to remember me. Tony Roberts, and Lance have put me on shows in the Bay Area with them, from me just networking with them. And now I'm featuring for Lance because of that relationship. So all that hustle comes with something. I get messages constantly from people. I just got a lady who said, I'm on my way to Before You Die, which is a big festival in Alaska. Okay. Do you have any spots on these dates? Corey Michaelis told me. Corey's like a local headliner. Or he's a headliner from here. And I was like, how do you know Corey? Oh, I hosted for him when he came to Chattanooga, where she lives. Wow. And I do. I have a spot for her. It's why I'm in California. Yeah. But it's with the Open Mic Collective. So I was like, yep, I'll pay you $35. You can do 15 minutes, whatever. It's just a mic. Right. And it's your second feature, but yes, I'll make room for you. Yeah. And she's like, oh, let me know if you want to come down in October for our festival. There you go. There you go. Yep. The hustle is for something, you know. I also just I haven't made this post. I made the video, but I have not cut it and edited it, but I just hit 4,000 followers on my Instagram.
There you go.
Which is huge, I guess, for me.
Yeah, for Instagram too. Yeah, no.
I look at people who have been in a lot longer than me who
celebrate the wins. You gotta celebrate the wins for sure.
I really hustle my Instagram now. I gotta try to do the same thing for TikTok or whatever. Yeah.
So any last
Thank you
words?
for appreciating my hustle.
Yeah, no, I'm noticing it. Honest truth. Yeah.
This was a nice.
Because I consider myself a hustler, but when I see other hustlers hustling, I'm like, man, it makes me want to hustle harder. Yeah.
I think that's why I'm so attracted to you guys as a group, because the amount of like output that you guys have, you know what I'm saying, and the way that you care. You're not just having us come on to eventually, I don't know if you guys are monetized right now or what that looks like for you, but like, okay, this is not me kissing your ass. This is just the truth.
Yeah, you can kiss it. It's all good.
There's a lot of
you made that so creepy.
Yeah, that's my job, bro.
I know.
My job.
Anyways, carry on.
There are a lot of festivals where they will have podcasts on them. And I was just thinking, like, I want to see Seriously Lighthearted at like Netflix as a joke one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to grow. And this is something I will say. I'm going to say this on the live, so you can't act like I didn't. Yeah. You need to start messaging out of towners when they're coming into town. All these famous people, You need to start messaging them and say,
just had a conversation.
What are you doing on Saturday at noon? I'd love to have lunch with you and then have you be on our pod.
We're building up.
Yeah, no BS. We're building up. We were having a conversation about that yesterday. We talked about that earlier today as well. So
we talked about it a long time ago. I
can connect you with Lance next weekend. I don't know what your schedule is, right? But you need to be
connect us.
You need to be messaging those out, every single person from every single club, and see where the chips fall. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you're going to have some people that say absolutely not. Yeah. You know, I don't.
But then you're going to have the people that are willing to.
Do you guys know who Steph Tolive is? I don't know if we talked about her.
I saw her at the Comedy Store when I went to LA. You said she's your favorite.
She is my favorite.
Yeah. She's in town soon.
She was last week.
Oh, okay, it was last
week. She's a hilarious comic from Canada, and when I saw her in Tacoma Comedy Club, Brandon was hosting. I went up to her afterwards. I was like, I want to work with you. She gave me a guest spot the next night. Huge. Then I saw she's coming back to Emerald City this time, which is owned by Tacoma Comedy Club. And so I sent her a DM, because we've DM'd, and I said, hey, can I host for you? And she goes, I just do a 2-man show with Jefferson now, which is her partner.
Okay.
And I'm like, that just makes me want to get a better boyfriend, right? But then we had a conversation through DMs. I went and saw her. And then she's also on Tires, which is a show with Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
And on Netflix, I guess, or Apple TV or something. Netflix. And she's taping this big scene. So she was doing meet and greets, but you couldn't get by her. Like they had her roped off, right? So I don't ever try and I'm nobody, and I know that, right? So I stand in line just like everybody else. So I waited to the very end. Nobody was shaking her hand. Nobody was you could take pictures, but she's behind you, whatever. And so I get up there and she sees me. She knows who I am right away, of course. And then she was like, you can hug me. And so she comes in, we hug, we took a video together. All of that hustle is for something. Me standing there in that line a year ago saying, I know I'm a comic, but you're my favorite comic. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. So you guys, I want to see you guys, I don't want to say hustle harder, but hustle different. Yeah. And want you guys to start messaging all these big namers. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a financial investment. At some point, you guys are going to find a real studio, you know what I'm saying, where you can, more centralized probably, so they can Uber there or whatever.
Right, exactly. Right. No, for sure.
But the fact that not only do you have us come on, but that you turn around and support us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That means a lot. When you guys just show up at things, I've told you guys you don't have to pay for tickets. You're like, no, we pay for tickets. And I'm like, well, whatever, I guess, it's a very mutual level of respect.
Absolutely.
So,
100.
I appreciate what you guys do for our community. It's also, as a comedian, it's nice to see a familiar face. When we had Big Girl Brunch and I look over and she's there with her sister, I was like, okay. The hard thing is, and maybe this is just your face all the time, I'm not a big laugher. I'm either laughing hysterically or I'm not laughing at all. Yeah. And you will sit there and be very serious the whole time, even though I can tell you're having a good time. Yeah. And so I'm like,
not every time.
This bitch baby. Well, during Big Girl Brunch, did you like Big Girl Brunch?
Hold on a second. I was
like, I thought it was a great show. But during Big Girl Brunch, every time I look at it, you're smiling, but you're not laughing. So I'm just like, I think for me, the more I watch comedy, the more I'm numb to it too. Yeah. I'm enjoying it and laughing really loud in my head because I don't even have a voice to laugh anymore because literally my voice is thrashed. Yeah. So when I look at you sometimes, I'll be like, I can't tell if she's enjoying or something like that. I hope she is. But I love it when you guys pop up. And I hope that other people appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Because that's effort and time and money.
That's a good note to end on. I like getting my butt kissed right before we end the show.
God, all right. I'm gonna think of some shit to talk and put it in the comments.
There it is.
I'm gonna make a post about it.
Hey, I like it.
Call back.
All right. Well, once again,
thank you. I hope this live
so much.
doesn't have anything crazy in the comments. If you said anything crazy,
nah. All right. Facebook was quiet.
I gotta get up to turn this off. But appreciate you guys.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Like, not again.